Everything is going wonderful, babe.
And you got the new single on the radio. It's called Give It To Him with Rick Ross. Everybody's loving that song.
Man, that Give It To Him is going.
Yeah. Is Rick Ross the man to get right now?
Well, you know how it goes with hip-hop. You know, when they hot, you gotta grab them while they hot.
Yeah, it's really been this guy's year, Rick Ross.
No, Ricky Rose's been on it heavily, man. I'm really proud of him, too.
Yeah, it's been his year, and the song is just, it's a hot song. What's going on with the album?
The album, we're just closing it out now. I'll go into mastering this week. So we finally got the finished product. I'm really, 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 really happy with it. So, man, just be ready for it. It's going to drop in spring, most likely around May.
All right.
Yeah, the date won't change this time. I think, because of all the changes in the industry and the labels and stuff, my album has been pushed back a couple times because, a lot of changes being happening. But now we're ready to go,
Well, that happens to everybody.
Yep.
I mean, look at this Detox album, which, by the way, of course, you're featured on. It was supposed to be out in February. Well, it was supposed to be out like 2 years ago, but it was supposed to be out in February, and now it's been pushed back to April 20th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's wow.
Yeah. So how involved with that album are you or were you?
You talking about with the Detox album?
Yeah.
Well, I think I was just as involved as any other writer producer. Dre pretty much has an idea exactly what he wants. Like, he knows exactly what he wants. So what he does, he just reaches out to the people that he wants to be involved, I submitted a couple tracks, submitted a couple choruses as well, and wrote, a couple ideas and vibes. So whether or not those make it will determine when he puts them out. You
must have felt really good about being picked for that album.
Oh, yeah, because I know how picky he is, man, and he feels like he only wants the best of the best, so I felt good just knowing that he felt that I was one of those candidates,
Well, it should be an amazing album. I saw you at the Victoria's Secret fashion show. You didn't look like you were having any fun.
Oh, man, listen, that was probably the funnest part of my life. Listen, I had so much fun. I was afraid I was going to get in trouble, though. I ain't going to lie to you, because I was all over the place over there.
Well, it was funny because as you were performing, I saw the models walking past you, and you guys would make eye contact, and I was like, huh.
I was trying to make eye contact with all of them. Hope one of them would click.
Yeah, you would kind of turn to the side and look, and then, look back at the audience again.
That's a great time, man.
Yeah, I don't like that. Fashion show, just to let you know. It makes me feel bad about myself. I don't like that show. And I caught my man watching it in the living room, and he was like mesmerized. He was like, yeah, shh, don't talk right now. Don't talk. I was like, all right, yeah, whatever. I'll let you have your 5 minutes of fun. Okay, so this year's Grammys are going to be amazing. I know you're going to be there. And Lady Gaga, your artist, is up for 6 Grammys this year?
Oh, man, that girl, listen, when I tell you, she's living my dream, honestly. And for every award that she's nominated for, all I can do is just thank God, man, that, that I believed in the beginning,
Yeah, she's up for Record of the Year. Album of the Year, and she's just had an amazing year again. In fact, she was on Forbes' list for $315 million that she earned this year.
Oh, this is what we do, baby.
So how much of that did you get?
I didn't get none of it.
Yeah, right. It's funny because people, when they talk about you now, and, even on the internet, whatever, but even when we personally talk about you in here, because we've known you since the beginning, we say, yeah, he doesn't even have to, ever put out another record ever again.
Well, but one thing I will tell you, that I'm going to always be putting out records.
Right, because you love it, but you financially, I'm sure, are not feeling any strain at this point.
Oh, no, financially, I'm good. I'm straight.
For the rest of your life, I'm assuming.
Absolutely, if I properly continue to invest.
Well, congratulations on that, because that was a hell of a pick right there with Lady Gaga.
No, man, absolutely. I thank her, and I thank God for allowing me to be a part of this every day, man. She's been a blessing, 100%.
How involved are you day to day with her at this point?
Well, day to day, I just deal with the behind the scenes stuff, the paperwork, the clearances. But creatively, she does that 100% now. She don't need me at all. She does all that by herself.
Now, T-Pain is also on your roster, but he is now rumored to be going to Young Money. So how is that working?
Well, actually, this is T-Pain's last album with me. So, we had T-Pain for a certain amount of years and a certain amount of albums. So his contract wears out after this last album is released. So he's pretty much free to go and do whatever he wants to do, wherever he wants to do it. And, that's what we do. We build people's careers, and then we allow them to take advantage of it. Take full force of your career, man. And he's like my little brother, so I want to see him do everything that he always wanted to do. And now he's at the level where he can actually do it.
So he will be putting out another album with you before he goes to Young Money?
Yeah, he's gonna be, but I'm not quite even sure if the Young Money is the move, that he's doing. I know with him, he has a lot of things he wants to do, but I'm not quite sure if Young Money is gonna be the move for him. But if it is, that's a good family to be in. Those boys know what they're doing. Baby and Slim always had an eye for music and talent and the future of how the rap game was going. So I really feel really good if that's the move that he decides to take. But if he decides to go elsewhere as well, I'm going to support him wherever he goes, because that's my little bro.
Now, you also had French Montana on your roster, who's now with Deborah Anthony. So is he still continuing to work with you or not?
Yeah, French Montana's still part of the fam. Deb and all them do the day-to-day stuff for French Montana, keep them buzzing in the streets. Deb is like family. She's dealing with a lot of the management stuff that's going on with French Montana. So that's still connected 100%. We're moving forward on him ASAP.
Great, because, he's so talented. And, especially here on the East Coast, we just absolutely love him. And I was wondering, are you at this point going to be shying away from rappers, or are you always looking for rappers to sign?
Man, I'm always looking for rappers to sign, singers to sign. We signing comedians, we signing boxers. We signing whatever the talent is. I just want great music. I don't care who or what, where it comes from. You know what I mean?
Well, you're rumored to have a new artist. His name is Jeffree Starr. Tell me about him.
Ooh, I was going to keep him quiet, but since you already know what's going on, just be ready for that, because that right there is Gaga Part 2. He got next.
Now, how talented is he, first of all? And secondly, he's a cross-dresser, correct?
Well, he's different. That's what I can tell you about him.
Well, he dresses like a woman from what I've seen and read.
Listen, this dude, what you see is definitely not what you get. Because honestly, from the moment I met him, I was like, yo, he's a star. And it's so much that comes with him. Not just the music, the personality. He's a full package. Like, he's ready to go. And the world will get to know and see him as the time passes. But I promise you, I don't think I'm making a mistake with this one. I know for a fact that this is part 2.
Okay, good. And congratulations, by the way, on your success with the Michael Jackson album.
Oh, thank you, babe. Appreciate you.
Yeah, it's a very successful album, so congratulations to you. Well, new album in the spring. What's it going to be called?
It's Stadium. The album's called Stadium. We're taking it to that level, man. We're taking that level. I'm bringing the whole energy of people gathering worldwide to one location. The whole concept that I had when we was doing music for the World Cup. When I felt that experience, I said I have to put that whole experience back into my album. And that's the whole concept of the Stadium album. We're trying to bring people from all parts of the world in one location.
And who will be on the album with you? Who's some people you handpicked?
You got to get the album to find out. I'm keeping that top secret.
Okay, and of course the single again is Give It To Him, and we're going to get into it right now. Thank you, Akon, for checking in today.
Thank you, sweetie.
Take care.
Yep.
Tell your 8 wives I said hello.
All right.
All right, it's Hot 937.